Izola Martha Mills died over 100 years ago. She is probably best remembered for being John Wilkes Booth's wife. From her very beginning, she had difficulty in life. At 15, she began putting her feelings down on paper and keeping them in her poetry journal. Little has been written about her life. However, because of her journal, we know exactly how she was feeling during the most important times of her life. Izola's mother died when she was 3, and her father died when she was 10. 2 years after her father died, her stepmother kicked her out of the house. Izola had to steal food on the streets of Boston just to survive. She was taken in by an orphanage, and a woman by the name of Fanny D'Arcy adopted her. Fanny's son began paying a great deal of attention to Izola, and she was infatuated with him. She loved spending time with him. At 15, he got her pregnant. As her belly became larger, his visits became shorter. Soon, Harry would not see her at all. Feeling abandoned, she wrote her farewell to Harry.
Farewell. I love thee once with heart as true as ever fond affection knew. Each joy, each care but seemed to twine in closer bonds thy soul to mine. But fortune's smile has found thee changed, thy friendship cold, thy love estranged. 'Tis done, the dream of years is o'er. I mourn thee, but I'll love no more. Seek not to meet me, 'twere but vain, to give to each a fruitless pain. The feeble smile, the careless eye, would but the wounded heart belie. Farewell, though sorrow thou mayst feel, O from thy heart all hope concealed. No light can now the past restore. I mourn thee, but I love no more.
3 years later, her baby died. Devastated by her loss, she wrote My Treasure.
My treasure. I had a little treasure, a gem of untold worth, that gave to me a brightness to all the rest of earth. It was a precious infant, a little sinless boy, in whom I fondly garnished bright hopes of coming joy. But death, that grim destroyer, was sent my babe to claim, and he who gave my darling has taken him again. Now, midst the band of angels who sing beside the throne, he lives in spotless innocence, my beautiful, my own. There he is merely waiting till my work on earth is done, when with a smile angelic he'll bid me welcome home.
At 21, she married John Wilkes Booth. He was not faithful to her. She believed that by showing him love and devotion, he would learn to love her. After finding some love letters written to him, she was overcome with doubt and put her feelings down on paper.
Love. Did you ever think I loved you when you looked within my eyes? I wonder if you ever thought what in my bosom stirred when you came and sat beside me, when I met your loving gaze. How I tremble at the feelings you alone have power to raise. Lo, you speak and very softly, sweetest music in your tone. Do you speak thus unto others, or is it but to me alone? How much longer must I hide it, this wild tumult of my heart? How much longer, sad and lonely, must we walk through life apart? Yet I cannot choose but love you, though you never may love me. Shrined within my heart's recesses, your dear image still shall be. I have loved too well and truly, ever lightly to forget. And if faithful love can win you, you shall learn to love me yet.
Captain John Scott had a fast blockade runner named the Indian Queen. During the war, he put his ship into the service of the Confederacy. Several times, Captain Scott had his ship anchored on the Potomac River, waiting for John Wilkes Booth to bring President Lincoln on board. His waiting was in vain. Booth was never successful in kidnapping Lincoln. 3 years after John Wilkes Booth assassinated Abraham Lincoln, Captain Scott had his ship anchored in San Francisco's harbor, awaiting an important passenger. On April 21, 1868, John Wilkes Booth and Izola went aboard the Indian Queen. The ship set sail for India. For years, Izola wanted to be John Wilkes Booth's only lover. Now she was alone with him aboard ship. She was delighted to have John Wilkes Booth all to herself, and she enjoyed the voyage. Together, in India, they made a new start.